Good morning, Andrew, or afternoon, actually, depending on where you are, I guess. Good morning, Andrew, or afternoon, actually. We're just going to kind of wait a few minutes. I'm doing really good. I hope you're doing well. It's been a long time since I've chatted with you. Hi, Siobhan. Thank you for joining. We're just waiting a couple more minutes. Um, I'm learning as I'm doing these lives that sometimes it takes about 5 minutes for people to really start hopping on. So figure that we'll just kind of sit and be a little bit patient while people hop on. Just a couple more minutes. Okay, well, whoever joins can always a little bit late can always just kind of catch it at their own time since this is always, of course, posted in my on my page. But today I wanted to discuss remedies versus change, and I think this is an interesting topic because I studying especially Vedic astrology, but I also get a lot of this in our tropical astrology also. People are looking for remedies in their charts, and so many astrologers will start handing out these certain remedies that they say that they're going to change their charts energies. They're going to help with certain planetary alignments in their charts. And it absolutely just amazes me because the same people who are taking in these remedies and paying a lot for these remedies going out of their way to do some of these remedies, either having traveled to different countries, even different cities, or ordering things online. And these remedies, again, are supposed to make their chart for them act better, make the planetary alignments for them, their natal planets, create, like either money or love, etc. And it absolutely amazes me that these remedies, if they haven't worked the first time, and they haven't been working in the first 100 years, why are we thinking and why are they still putting out these old same remedies? They're outdated. It doesn't work. Versus telling the person that we're reading the chart for, or looking at our charts in our own life and saying, okay, what can I do to change to make this planetary alignment work? And, a couple of examples. Either I can buy a gemstone or a rhinestone, if you will, some type of rock to help me lose weight, or I stop eating so much and I go work out. So it's I find it very interesting that we're still today looking for these fast solutions to our problems in our life rather than looking at ourselves to change. So I just kind of really wanted to bring this up as the second day of things that astrologers do get wrong in the charts. A diamond, even though it's a woman's best friend, a diamond would never give me an everlasting marriage. But me working on myself and working on my fear triggers, and working on my Venus, but I having to go within to make those changes, buying or doing some type of ritual to a deity is not going to create that change and that difference in my life that I need. So, if we're in poverty, what do we need to do? We need to create money. And I can sit and meditate and do a ritual to a deity, or I can go out and get a job or create my own work and sell it. Make a plan and act upon it. And so remedies are just very, very passive. They're not, these rituals are very passive. They're not anything that's going to actively make a change in your life. Now, you may feel better emotionally. It may put you into a different state of mind if you do these rituals, and you buy the gemstones and you really believe that the energy is going to help you, but you still got to follow up with action. So, maybe, buying a blue sapphire would absolutely help my Saturn in my chart. But without me following up on the action, nothing's going to get better. If we, again, if we're thirsty, we need to drink a glass of water. It's really that simple, but it takes action and understanding. And we don't want to, check out of logic. Even if we're doing astrology and we're helping people, we got to be logical about the approach that we're using astrology and what we're advising to our clients. And in our own life, if we're just reading the astrology for our own life, it takes action. People have got to be willing to look at what is giving them heartache and suffering in their chart and go inward to make those changes and actively do it. So it's all about, we need to approach our fear and take the steps to really break out of the fear. If we're over emotional and acting out on our emotions, maybe we need to seek counseling, self-help books, coaching, right? Something that we end up going inward and helping ourselves make this part of our life better and more improved. Siobhan, this makes so much sense. No, no offense, but so many astrologers try to earn a lot by suggesting gemstones. Yes, I've actually ran into that. That was absolutely just amazing. And that was just within the last month. Their fees would be less, and hence people would be attracted to them, and the gemstones would cost a lot. Yeah, instead, know which planets are weak and work on the area of life connected to the significance of that planet. Correct. Instead of going out and buying an expensive gemstone, but as you said, it's a way for them to create money. But then I also have to question, do they know how to guide the person into making the changes they need in their life? And that takes actual action steps. You got to know, okay, so this is going wrong in my life, or it's going wrong in their life. This is a negative aspect. How do we go about to improve it, improve the situation in the life? Where's their sweet spot in their chart to help them with this difficult? But they also got to be willing to take accountability for their actions. So again, when we're working with our astrology charts, it really is about taking personal action and wanting to hear the truth, being able to really receive the truth and take the action to change what doesn't work. The only time that we really are incapable of taking action to improve our life is when we were children. So we kind of have to really depend upon our parents at that age and what's being said and or done to us. We have to follow that. But as soon as we become self-aware and we become that individual person, we're able to take action to change our life and fix those things that we don't like. So again, personal responsibility. And as astrologers, I think that's one of our most important duties to our clients, is get them to a point where they can take personal responsibility and give them direct action steps, a method, a plan to execute to create a better situation in their chart for those tough spots. So yes, I guess, my message for today, it really is, it's all about the change, taking personal accountability for our actions and taking accountability for what's going on in our life. And again, as astrologers, we need to be willing to step up and be that horns, like, you have this tough spot. We understand you have this tough spot in our charts or in your chart, and are you willing to go to the lengths to change it and do what you need to do, put in that effort and that work? Is there any questions for today's 1 o'clock? Andrew, thank you so much for joining us. Shiv, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for your comment. Lincoln, it's nice for you to join us. Thank you. I do see that you joined in there. So if we don't have any more questions, I'm going to kind of close it a little bit early. But this was my second day. Oh, hi, Kashal. Thank you for joining us. We went over the remedies versus change in astrology, and hi. And we were just talking about, buying doing rituals and buying gemstones and rocks compared to actually making the change in our life that needs to, that we can change to improve our situations. So it's all about also as astrologers being able to address those tough points in each client's chart and really being compassionate, but at the same time being direct. Are they willing to make the changes um, to better their life, to improve their situation? So I don't know if there's any comment that you have. You're more than welcome to type it in. But of course, this will be on the replay or posted in my Breakthrough Astrology page for everybody to listen to at a later time that's more convenient for them. So, okay, well, I want to thank you. I know today is a little bit short, but remedies versus change, I thought that was pretty direct and straightforward. So I will be back here at 1 o'clock tomorrow for the third day on what astrologers get wrong when they're reading people's charts. So thank you for joining me. Namaste.